When embarking on the spiritual journey, the first question one should ask oneself is, what is my motivation for practicing the path? Often what we do is to artificially adopt a view that is fundamentally at odds with our own natural way of thinking. Now, the baseline view is essentially the same for all sentient beings, inasmuch as no one wishes to suffer. And likewise, every being is seeking happiness and well-being. Many claim that all religions are essentially the same. The question is not which is the best religion, but rather which tradition is most suitable for my particular set of aims and objectives. If out of blind faith you apply yourself to a virtuous path, there is a good chance you will achieve some positive, albeit potentially temporary, results. However, if one blindly follows a mistaken path, it is quite likely that the outcomes will be negative and harmful to oneself and others. There are many different reasons for practicing the spiritual path, and not all of them are concerned with transcendence. The Buddha taught 3 valid reasons for practicing the path, and also 3 valid reasons for practicing discipline. But it is also important to understand that not all techniques are necessarily suitable for your own chosen aims and objectives. You need to do some personal research in order to understand exactly what is being taught. We are all too eager to adopt a spiritual practice before we actually understand anything about the philosophical view and commitments we are expected to uphold. And the danger of approaching the spiritual path in this manner is that we will end up spending a lot of time and energy going around in circles and never actually getting anywhere. The basic concept is that using the various source materials available, that one can pick and choose whichever ideas resonate most with one's own natural outlook. In spiritual terms, this is like living in a social media echo chamber. The entire point of the spiritual path is to fundamentally change one's outlook, and not merely to reinforce it. The term arhat in Tibetan literally means foe destroyer, and that refers to someone who has totally conquered the demon of the afflictions. But I have to be honest with you here. Whenever a Westerner claims that they are an arhat, or likewise claims that they are enlightened, those who know better will usually smile uncomfortably, thinking the poor fellow is completely deluded. And that's because they understand how incredibly difficult it is to achieve awakening.